Well, welcome again, everyone. This is Nick Michalak and the awesome Mr. Steve Frazier.
Well, thank you.
And it's Saw 6 because we got to wrap this up eventually.
It's the next one.
We got to get it up on the list here. So, guys, this is the unrated version of Saw 6, and if you want to follow along and sync up with our commentary, go ahead and set the timestamp to 0. Get your subtitles turned on, and we'll get going with the countdown in 3, 2, 1, play.
Taking us back to Halloween 2009.
Yes.
Almost exactly 1 year to the day after the previous film.
Mm-hmm.
We literally just covered the last one. Oh, the last 5 is the one that we liked with the
5 was good, yeah.
Yeah, with the rooms and the
Hoffman and Strom kind of having the cat and mouse.
The cool ending with the escape and the crushed walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. This one
it gets a little slippery on the quality.
Slippery's a
very slipping down the mountain.
Slippery is very generous. And we can now have come to expect that these will all kind of cold open with a trap that may or may not be related to something
in the plot. Yeah,
it's almost like a Bond film in a way.
Yeah,
you start off with an action sequence and then
you jump into the plot later.
Right. That looks very familiar. Jigsaw loved the headgear.
Mm-hmm.
And you just fucked yourself. That would be very intimidating to see those items on the table, because one would lead me to think that maybe I have to cut something off of myself.
Yeah.
You dummy, she said don't do it. And that's what nobody wants to see.
Mm-hmm.
Now my question is, when did he record this?
Yes. When did this happen? For a guy who was on his deathbed, he had a lot of energy just keep recording and recording. And planning and drawing up schematics.
I went to a convention recently that had a bunch of movie props from some of the Saw films, and there was, some clothing and some of the, like, a piece of skin that was like a prop. But there was also one of the little mini cassettes, and it just gave me a little chill. It said "Play Me." It was really great.
I would get like a Saw escape room.
Yeah. So you have to give the most flesh.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, would it not make sense to, like, say, cut off your left arm at the elbow?
I think one of them does that.
Stick it in the...
Or something. I don't know.
I'm not dying for you, bitch. Oh, he's going to just cut off his own tummy. She doesn't have that much. She got to cut a tit. Cut off a tit. Like, it doesn't have to be actual flesh. It's a scale, right?
Right.
It's been a long time since I've seen this, so maybe maybe that's where I got the idea of cutting off something, was because she actually does it. She's like, wait, he went a little deeper. I gotta go up a little higher. Oh my god. No, use the cleaver, you idiot.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe the hand wouldn't fit through. You got to use the cleaver.
Yeah,
and
that's
do
not going to get you through.
one.
No.
I mean, it will, but it's going to hurt like a.
It's going to take too long. It's the problem. You just hatch it off.
She's still going at it though.
Fuck me.
Oh my God, this is so gratuitous, for the sake of gratuity.
Yeah. As all these sequels are.
Yeah, it's shock value at this point.
Oh, she's got none.
No, you don't. No. He's still slicing and dicing there, isn't he? Oh, there, you idiot. See, that's what you needed.
For fuck's sake.
She's like, he's ripping it open. She's whacking and hacking. This is unbelievable. This is literally unbelievable.
Like
that
Iron
arm,
Chef Saw edition.
That arm belongs to a large black basketball player. That's not her arm.
Nude bull or something.
Yes, that's not her arm. That's where I got the idea for the hand thing, because if the door opens, they can get her arm back and sew it back on. Oh, well, maybe not. Yeah. Maybe not now, because she fucking mutilated it. If she'd done one clean whack,
sure, maybe,
then you could just put it back on. Makes sense to me. 106.5.
There's more backstory.
Oh, get out! Oh, because
more layers.
Because it's blurry, that means it's a flashback. I got it.
Now that Amanda and Cecil were involved together, so now they're further bullshit. There we go. This is the good stuff.
That head tilt is awesome. So Strom is this guy. He's here. He goes squish.
Oh
my God!
I can't even think it. Oh my Christ!
That is the Vegematic.
Oh, just squeezing the orange.
Yep. Meanwhile, he just slides down the chute.
Yeah.
And why does it open all of a sudden? How did it open?
Or is there what exactly was in like the bed of that thing? Was it like ice or is it glass?
Rocks? Something, I don't know.
It seemed like it came into the plot of things. There you go.
Which guy is that? Oh, that's Strom.
That's Strom. So Jackson Pollock now.
Ugh. Yeah, but Jackson Pollock didn't look like that when he died. I don't think.
It's a Clive Barker painting.
Okay.
There we go. Disposable characters.
Right. In an unrealistic setting. Oh. I don't think...
Trent just left. We have a character from Family Matters. The black guy.
Oh.
He's Carl Winslow's kid.
Get out of here, really?
Yeah, Darius McCrary. He's slumming it here.
He's going to cheat on his wife with this lady? Is that what he's saying?
I'm sure.
I don't know if all those guys in the next room are all selling insurance at the same table. Like, that to me...
And they look more like stockbrokers than they do freaking insurance people.
This guy, what a job this would be. And I know that this is kind of the point of the whole movie is
Right.
deciding who gets
Policy,
gets to have what and who doesn't.
Who qualifies for coverage?
Right,
and
right.
if you're too much a liability, it's like, oh, you can cost us too much money. Screw ya.
And this is obviously very convoluted,
Yeah.
but this is kind of the way that insurance folks work.
Right.
Am I remembering correctly that janitor we just saw in the background is linked to this story somehow?
I have no idea.
For some reason, it's drawing to my mind that
Unless that is Kramer back there.
Yeah, but how many jobs did Kramer have?
Swinging them up. That earns him the millions of dollars he needs for the death warehouse and the contraptions.
Right. He's got to be
unions, man, unions.
You got to be a millionaire to be able to bankroll this operation.
So he goes in his office to knock on the door to talk with the secretary on the outside of the office.
It makes perfect sense to me.
Who's the secretary now? He just talks a good game.
Well, yeah.
He's not actually in charge of shit.
Okay, so they don't sell insurance; they fix policies and look for bad things.
So they're like,
oh, there he is. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
There's a Terminator reference.
Oh, yeah, he comes into something.
He comes into play later on.
Yeah, he's in there. Yeah, just as someone he has to make a choice over.
Oh, he gets to decide the fate of somebody.
Yeah. That's kind of the thing that goes along. Not too dissimilar from 3.
I can't tell which one's which at this point.
Sure.
I'm still confused as to where this property is and how he's able to do both jobs, meaning
Right.
the cop job and the death job.
Yeah.
Because in theory, he's at the same place that he's
They
investigating.
all look like the same fucking building to me. There's a little jigsaw piece carved out
Right.
again. There's a French inspector guy.
Yeah. Clouseau. The French inspector. It's a pretty good scheme if he can get away with it,
Yeah.
with the
Right.
the blackmail, or not the blackmail, the framing.
Right. With Strom.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, Perez is still alive.
And of course she's here at the warehouse.
Of course she is. She's just here because. I don't know if her death was just fact. Let me get her out of the way because she's too close to me or something like that. It never really kind of synced up with like. Wasn't a game involved with her dying.
I thought it was an accident.
I don't know. Just kind of a weird thing because like he's freaked out that she's alive now and.
Well, I don't remember what the circumstances. That was 2 movies ago, right?
Right.
So I don't know what the circumstances are.
That was the hyperactive sequel.
Yes, the one that was on that top dollar toot.
Oh.
And now they're recapping part 5. It doesn't really make... It's not going to make sense when Strom ends up being discovered as a bucket of blood.
Right.
And they're going to say, why would the killer end up in this position of dead, squished to death? It's going to kind of blow his cover, right? You can't kill the guy that you're framing as the killer. Oh, Jesus, with the exposition.
Yeah.
Reporters really piss me off sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knows anything about John Kramer.
No.
And of course, we've got to bring her back into it.
The freaking ex-wife. Still, has no fucking character whatsoever.
No.
She's just there.
Thus far, there's not a lot to talk about here in this movie.
No, it's a little slow going. No, she survived.
You! No, we didn't need. We don't. Why do we need this?
We don't. It just happened 5 minutes ago.
Right. That is exactly the kind of thing that they use to pad the runtime.
Right.
They couldn't really put it back on.
Well,
she did really do a hack job on it.
I mean, it's just the fact. I mean, you gotta get a vascular surgeon and then link the tendons back together. It's very complicated.
Thank you. Oh, Dr. Nick. Hi, Dr. Nick.
I used to watch Nip Tuck. They did all kind of weird types of surgeries on that show all the time.
Oh, God damn it. I wish I could do my Dr. Nick impersonation, but only one vocal cord really hampers the... Okay. There's the little baby. That was the catalyst of all of this death and destruction. Maybe. Yeah. Or maybe it was the surviving the cancer, or maybe it was the accident on the train, or...
I could really do without her, honestly.
All we've done now is just spent the last 10 minutes showing you clips from previous movies. I still don't know necessarily how he got all this information about these people and why it mattered to him.
I'm just more focused on her character. Like, she just ends up slotting in where the hell they want to push the thing to. She has no motivations, no character. She's not developed to the point of why she wants to be involved with what Kramer was doing. There's nothing there. She's just there in the story. To be in an interrogation room or be here when they're reading the will or some other weird thing. Just nothing. There's no motivating factor for it to do anything.
No, they looked at the roster sheet that they had.
Right.
And they said, all right, who do we have left?
Right.
Oh, she's around. Maybe she could be involved somehow.
I mean, she left him when he started getting off the wacko end of things and married some other dude. But now that Kramer's dead, now I want to carry his work on. None of it makes any sense whatsoever.
And why is this in that blue tone?
It shouldn't be.
Because it's
I'm trying to make it look like a flashback, but it's not.
Thank you for that example of what it looks like when you cut skin with a surgical blade.
Yes.
Oh, God damn it. Oh, he's examined every victim.
Oh, every victim, sure.
God, it's like Gorilla Monsoon has seen every one of Hulk Hogan's title defenses. But why? Why would Strom do it? Is a great question. And this clinic is still going, is that correct? Because this...
I'm guessing so, yeah.
This particular scene looks like very, rich,
yeah,
normal tones of warm colors. Why was that scene in, the blue?
Well, it's all washed out and shit.
Yeah. Those are the kinds of decisions, if you're going to do that stylistically, can you at least be consistent with it?
I guess the colors is getting confused as much as we do sometimes.
Well, yeah,
What's happening when?
That's what happens when you get different folks making different...
Right. She just keeps them here.
Well, yeah, why wouldn't you? I mean, isn't there some sort of filing cabinet at work that you have access to that you would just stash these important kill documents in? And these two are in cahoots now, right?
Yeah, apparently now. She's been involved the whole goddamn time or some bullshit.
Or at least since he died.
Which still doesn't make some fucking sense to me.
Which was only a few minutes ago, really.
Like a couple days, maybe.
And now she's seeing flashbacks? Or visions? Which are even now in this more warm, rich red tone?
I need to compile a timeline of events based on his hairstyle.
There you go.
Sometimes he's more full head of hair. Sometimes he's shaved. Sometimes he has a beard. Sometimes he doesn't have anything at all. That's a bald cap. That looks like a bald cap.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks bad. He's got those Dusty Rhodes lines across his forehead there.
Right.
It's like, hey, let's put a spotlight right where we adhered the bald cap.
All right. It's no good.
I think it's actually above
It's not
those.
even like he has all that much hair to begin with.
Right. But, I don't know. Sometimes people don't want to just go full bald.
I'm just saying it really shouldn't be popping out that badly.
Oh, let's get everybody in the same room.
Yeah, let's just...
And, I mean, do they really just think that people are going to go, oh, I know that character. Hey! Oh, my God, she's involved. Oh, my God.
Oh, my Lord.
And when did this happen?
I fuck all the way.
Because isn't Amanda dead?
Again, you said it's a flashback to when? I don't know.
I thought, yeah,
Because he wasn't shaved bald in the first two films, but it has happened at least before the second film and after the first one.
I'm so confused.
Oh my lord.
That's the stock photo you use? The power's out. Why would you even try the remote?
Right.
It's kind of a nice office.
Yeah.
And he's got a gun?
He's just got a gun. Yeah, you're gonna hide real easy in there. There's no...
It's all glass.
It's all open.
There's lightning flashing every 10 seconds to light up the room.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, sure. Why would the security guard be walking around with the gun out for no reason?
Because that's there.
Oh, wow.
He was looking for her.
You know, security guards usually have a flashlight on them.
Security guards usually present themselves as security guards,
Why
not
is he walking around with a hood on?
cloaked. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Where does one acquire these parts?
Ah.
Let's see, what do we got?
He's not even trying now.
And this was recorded when?
I don't know.
It gets, at this point in the franchise, I feel like we're getting a little preachy
Yeah.
with the virtue signaling, maybe.
And also, I mean, again, the motivations change all the fucking time, okay? As I said before, the first film was like, okay, you don't appreciate the life that you have. Let me put you through something that makes you more grateful for what you do have. Now it's all kind of vigilante, and it's like, I'm going to go out and just get justice because I feel like you did me wrong, and
Right,
it's
you've
all
done
revenge
somebody
stuff now.
wrong.
Right.
And there's a twist here, right? These two don't belong to him.
No.
They belong to
Somebody else.
somebody else.
The patriarch of this family ended up dying because he denied them the insurance coverage or something like that.
Right. And that's the guy who denied them. So now it's
Right.
basically those two against him.
Right.
But I will say they did a good job of swerving you on that.
And here's the janitor guy.
John knows so much about all of these people.
Yeah.
That's very, very thoughtful.
Yeah.
It's well thought out, this thing.
Yeah.
To hook up to your breath.
Yeah.
And Amanda and Hoffman set this up?
I have no idea. Hoffman is involved somehow.
Amanda's involved somehow.
Amanda's dead. I don't know.
Jill Tuck is involved somehow.
She's involved with something. I don't know.
What do we know at this point? Like,
fuck all.
It starts off so good, and then
just falls apart.
I mean, God damn it, we tried.
Before our eyes.
We have really tried. But I remember sitting in the movie theater and going, wait, what? And as much as I wanted to be entertained,
right,
I'm so taken out of it because I just don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many movies that you may not necessarily like understand fully the concepts, but as it goes along, you're told a story and you can ride the wave.
Right.
And at the end, you feel satisfied that a complete story has been told to you.
They haven't even formulated a complete story going into this movie.
Right. It's very quick cut here. I can't.
Yeah.
We don't know what's happening. Like, we get the gist, but your eyes can't even register on one shot before.
Yeah. And also, I mean, this game feels less Jigsaw, feels more Amanda.
With just straight up revenge.
And a little bit of Hoffman in there. Because Jigsaw, it was always like, I put your fate in your hands. You're the one who has the power to get yourself out of the situation. That's not here. This one guy, the insurance guy, has control over everyone's fate. So you're putting everyone else at the mercy of someone else doing the right thing. That feels more like what Amanda was doing in 3.
Well, there's
the other guy's gauntlet.
Right, there is a little bit of that in the other guy's gauntlet because the drunk driver.
Right.
Because as he was going along and he had to rescue people,
right,
those folks had
made the wrong choices or failed to act quickly enough.
Yeah, almost all of the Jigsaw games were solo games.
Right.
This kid's pretty good.
Yeah, he's alright.
Again, this quick...
Yeah,
what?
Again, this whole thing, like, they don't treat the audience with enough sort of respect to kind of like either be engaged in the story that you're doing or just be able to understand what the story, what the scene is even conveying to you in general. They gotta flash on all these random little things to nail it further deeper into the freaking thing. Is way over edited.
Severely over edited.
Mm-hmm.
Way too much thought was put into it. Trying to make it. There's an old adage about if there's not a lot of action going on, you can move the camera around.
Right.
More, or
create movement in the scene with how you shoot it,
or how you edit it together.
Right.
And I feel like it almost feels like a student film.
Yeah.
In that, it's like, oh well, let's try, this scene,
experimental ideas.
Right. Like
you don't really know what exactly works yet because you're still figuring out the craft.
Yeah. In that scene, it was mother and son in the room,
right,
and they're realizing the apparatus in the room.
Right.
Which, in a single camera shot, just a steady, solid, stationary cam.
Yeah.
That's not exciting.
No.
So they tried to make it exciting by quick zooms in.
But still,
and
if it's a 60 to 90-minute scene, do you get to be that just all the time?
Right.
You can have it kind of settle down for a minute and just let the next scene pick up the pace a bit.
If it needs that kind of camera and editing,
Right.
then chances are it's not a good scene to begin with.
Probably not.
So that's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
This is a reporter. I see.
Yeah.
Okay. And here he is monitoring everything again.
Yes.
From his secret
From
lair.
his grainy freaking 1982 video cameras.
Kurt Russell had a better computer in the Thing in Alaska or wherever they were.
Yeah. The chess wizard.
The chess wizard, right. Then this has a...
Yeah. So now he has a full head of hair.
Cheers to the cup of coffee. And what is it that John Kramer does at this point in his life?
Fuck all do I know.
He's so proud of that.
Yeah.
And what gives... never mind. I don't get where does Kramer fit into this?
Right. Again, we don't know where this lands in the timeline of Kramer's life. They're like, okay, has he gotten the cancer already and he's coming here to judge the guy, or what the fuck is happening?
Right.
Why is he at this martini mixer with this guy or something?
The clinic opening or whatever is that. Oh, now he's at like the zoo. I love a zoo. The is it like you said, pre-cancer? Is it post-cancer? Is it pre-train wreck? Is it post-train wreck? Is it pre-baby dying? Gideon,
terrible
Giddy up.
Fucking name.
Oh, it's awful. When's the last time you went to the zoo?
I have no idea.
Zoos are awesome.
I was at the aquarium like 5 years ago.
There's a park near my house that has like a little kind of not a kiddie zoo, but not a petting zoo. I guess it's just basic farm animals, and they have some bison. I don't know. I walked around there the other day just for fun.
Sure.
Took some pictures of the pigs and cows and donkeys. Nothing too exciting like this.
No.
I mean, there's nothing like this at my zoo.
Oh,
Anyone visits Chicago, I do recommend going to Lincoln Park Zoo because it's free. Again, like you were saying, neither of those two people have the chance to win this game.
Right. They have they're trapped here. They're at someone else's mercy. Now, how long have they been strapped up here?
I don't know.
That's the thing.
And who put them there? Strom? Not Strom. Hoffman?
Hoffman had to kidnap like fucking 20 people for this entire gauntlet to go down.
And it's only... I mean, this one just happened about a day after the last one, right?
Right.
Yeah, they kind of are. Why not do it? Again, a very elaborate setup with the... Although somehow there's a digital picture frame there that can just scroll through photos.
Yeah.
Just pull them both.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand what they're attached to or how they're hung. I see barbed wire, but oh, it's around their neck, like a noose.
Yeah.
Ow.
On the glass there.
Oh, and it's squirting out the jugular. Good times. Nothing beats a good jugular squirt. And then it just falls anyway? That'd be tremendous.
She's got to figure out how to get out of here. Try to find a way out yourself. Out of this fucking death. This death pit.
Right. There's normally, some sort of tropical paradise back there for sloths or iguanas, but now it's Addie, the accountant. And they're watching this? No. They're just looking at the acid drop.
Yeah.
I might need to drop some acid if I want to make it through this movie. So she's literally on the other side of the cage. Okay. They can't hear each other?
And there's a wall. There's a concrete wall there.
Well, there's one. But what's on the other side of the... Doesn't the other side of the cage go around?
No, there's separate cages in two different rooms.
I feel like it's only separated by one door, though.
I don't know. You're investing too much in logic right now.
Well, that's kind of what I do.
It's been too late in this franchise for logic.
Okay. Klondike 5, 1497 is that up there. 5-5 means Klondike. Or it could be something else. You could do LK.
Nah.
Is the J on the 5 or is the J on the 4? Let's see. 1 is nothing. ABC, TEF, HIJ, KLM. So it has to be a KL word, right? Because LM doesn't make any words. KM doesn't make any words.
Looks like Bob Saget.
A little bit. A little bit. She always has her mouth open.
Yeah. There we go.
Which movie was that in?
3. The guy had twist around.
Okay. Oh, so now
now they all know each other. Everyone knows each other.
We're actually going to go back to building the traps. And she knows that? This is completely mind-blowing. That they would just insert this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, a human being, you're gonna hook up to a trap where it spins his head around and break his fucking neck.
Yeah, all
the compassion right there.
What do you call those rotating fractures? There's a word
Spiral
for it. Maybe. They're the worst, though, by the way.
Yeah.
Very hard to put back together. If you break it in half, clean,
Yeah, sure.
then you just stick it the two ends. But when when you twist it, it splinters. Oh, he's got that Michael Myers thing on his wrist.
Oh, that's her.
Thorn.
That was
that's her.
Her suicide scars.
She's Thorn. I got it. Okay.
She's Thorn.
That would make more sense to me than any of the shit going on here.
Well, Kramer kind of sounds like Donald Pleasance from Halloween 6 now.
A little bit, yeah.
Just not screaming like a madman.
No. Maybe it's actually Tobin Bell is the voice of Donald Pleasance. There's got to be like 19 games going on right now. Because all of the events of 4 take place at the same time of the events of 3.
Yes.
Which is the black cop, whatever his name was.
Right. What's his face?
Rig?
Yeah. Yeah, just...
But then I think the events of 5 take place right at, like, immediately after the events of 4 and 3, because those were simultaneous.
We're just going to have, like, a company party here. Everyone just shows up, and it's just so ridiculous.
I really don't understand these color timings. And I can't, because...
No consistency.
You haven't told me which ones mean what. Like, at least at the beginning of this franchise, there were certain ones that kind of were always used for a flashback.
A little bit.
And you could kind of tell, this is not right now. I don't know what the fuck is right now. The only reason I know this isn't right now is because he's alive.
Yeah.
And they just showed them dumping that black guy from 3.
Sure.
Oh, and that's when he gave her the key for the lockbox, for the will that he already had made up for the games of 6 that he had made at the times of 3.
You
got
Why
that?
do you have to go through that much of a convoluted nonsense?
You got it?
Just give her the envelopes now. You need as much headway in setting these damn things up as you can get. Some Charles Bernstein music in here right now. It's right out of the first Elm Street. Steam pipes and weird orange lighting.
Oh, I see. Now, is this before or after he met him at the cocktail party? It's got to be after.
I'm guessing it's after.
Because he knows what he does for a living.
Right.
Is this a real thing? Because I feel like if it were...
Beats me.
Dr. Gordon, is he still alive? What time is it? What day is it? I feel like as a customer, a movie customer,
Sure.
I'm feeling the overtones of being preached at about healthcare.
Yeah.
And
I mean, 09, that's kind of a thing. I don't know. Maybe it's a little early on it. I don't know. But yeah, I get you. Just like, it's the wrong type of movie to do it with.
Yes, 100%.
Give it to like a Steven Soderbergh or someone.
Right, an actual drama.
Yeah.
I mean,
P.T. Anderson movie or something. I don't know.
If this were a drama about a guy who wants cancer treatment and couldn't get health coverage,
right,
it would be nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah. Give it to Aronofsky or something. You know, this is someone who will make a proper thematic drama out of it, not something that has people being ripped to freaking pieces by mechanical industrial constructions.
Also, this is a different form of flashback because it has a white balance.
Right, this is all, and it's also like blown out and
right,
shit, and
so every type of flashback has its own color grading.
This looks like they just kind of like they just dragged and dropped the preset onto the clip in the timeline. It's like, okay, we'll just go with that one. They didn't do any like manipulation or whatnot. Just like, we'll just grab something, click on a button on the editor or whatnot.
Oh, like an Instagram filter.
Something, yeah.
He's looking very confrontational. I love the blue eyes of the guy, though.
Yeah.
And both of them, really. God, I wish there was something that we could, like, sink our teeth into here.
Yeah.
And really kind of compliment and break down.
Right.
Because this is one of those that's so bad. Like, this isn't Halloween 5 bad or Manhattan bad.
Right. It's kind of blasé.
Like, because at least in those types of movies, there's some stuff going on that you can, like, you know, kills.
It's ridiculous. It's over the top.
Right. There's actual killing going on.
This is kind of monotonous, going through the motions.
You never know. Now we're in the boiler room, so it's all red.
Mm.
But this is present day. Like, this is the game of the movie 6. So there's just so many inconsistencies that we don't know what's going on.
Right.
And it's so hard to... I mean, there's like no rewatchability here. No.
I mean, with number 5, they had all the... They had the suspense and the interactions or whatnot, the stuff going on between Strom and Hoffman. They had a little bit of a strategy about how to pit the different characters against one another. Hoffman's barely had 5 lines of dialogue.
There was an element of suspense too, in that you were watching the group progress from room to room and figure out the puzzle.
Right.
It was a puzzle. I like puzzles.
Right.
These aren't necessarily puzzles.
No.
They're not necessarily the traditional jigsaw, do something to make, like you were saying, to teach yourself a lesson.
Right. This was just like, try to prove to me that you're not an entirely awful person here. Despite the fact you're probably going to fail more times than not, because these are near impossible scenarios to pull things through, and then you force them to choose between one person's life or the other person's life. It's just like, Again, it does feel more, like I said, a Mandylor or Hoffman, where they just throw the game out and just like, we're just going to punish people no matter what.
And since we've already done that in previous films, it really feels...
A copycat.
Yeah, and unnecessary to do it again.
Right. Yeah.
There isn't a way that he can turn that valve without it harming him? Like with his foot or with his...
Does he have to keep holding it out? I guess. I don't know.
Maybe. Maybe it's spring-loaded, so it can... I don't know how valves work in a boiler room. And why would this cage exist?
Right. What's the practical purpose to have it already set up at this location?
Like, there is no reason.
No. And the key's inside him, which we've already done in the franchise. You have the key behind his eye thing, or whatever the heck that was.
Right. And we did the one where Amanda had to go into the guy's stomach to get the key to get out of the head trap. So we've done it twice.
Yeah, they're just recycling now.
And she's going to do what with that thing?
Really? Come on.
Get out of here. Oh, yeah. Love it. She's just going to, like,
All right, down below.
This doesn't play well in our current times.
There she goes.
Goodbye. It, like, shot her?
Yeah, just like a pin shoots up into her brain from that chest mechanism.
Wow. That'd be a hell of a way to go, huh? I mean, I guess it'd probably be instant, so that's fine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that. Instant sounds good, I think.
Sure.
And in the world of Saw, it feels like nothing is instant. So that might have been the most mercy killing of all.
Possibly, yeah.
I'd have to go back and check my records, of course.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah, that does a lot of good. Let me guess. Hoffman is just standing there looking at the video.
All right. He just lurking.
Oh, Inspector. Oh, have you caught the criminal?
What does it do? Wouldn't make it a lot better if he did. If we just slapped on an accent, make him instantly more entertaining.
That's what I'm saying. Tell me he doesn't look like French.
Yes.
Oh.
So right now he's just boring.
Right. What?
He's got nothing going on, man.
Hoffman really does nothing in this movie other than stand around.
He's coasting through, man.
He stands around and makes facials.
Right.
At pretending to trying not to sell the fact that he's the killer.
Right.
And everything that these two have been saying have been like, oh, this is the thing that's going to catch him now.
Right.
And he just no-sells it, and then it never becomes anything.
We're going to pin it on Strom. We're almost there.
Yeah. We've been almost there.
We've almost got it.
We got an hour in, and we're almost there. Oh, the lab's off-site. Thank God, because everything else is on-site, including the place where the games are being played, I think.
It needs to be off-site, so when he kills everyone, torches the place, like, it doesn't attract as much attention.
Right. And
don't burn out the whole police station.
Sure.
Again, she's fucking doing nothing in this movie. She just goes from one scene to the next, doing God knows nothing.
Oh, it's the fair weather state, wherever that is.
Fucking no way.
I don't know, is that a real thing? There's the spiral. Which actually, I don't believe comes into play at all in the new film.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this spiral, there's no connection. I don't think. It's got a little Fred Krueger flavor to it there. The red and green stripes.
Sure.
Really? You could just push the doors open?
Yeah.
This is a great visual. And again, I feel like, once again, they have used a great visual as a deterrent, hey, look over here, to make you forget that there's nothing fucking happening with an actual story.
Right, there's no story here. There's not nearly enough going on with Hoffman's story about them trying to close in on the killer and he's getting antsy about it all. There's not much there. And this doesn't require a gauntlet going through 6 different scenarios for this thing to work out the way it does.
And this really does feel like a revenge film.
Right.
But from the John Kramer perspective, it's set up to be Kramer's revenge.
Right.
Which is not his M.O.
No, it's not.
I mean, I guess we're saying the same thing over and over again, but
whereas the whole thing is like, okay, back in 3, he's setting up this entire almost lambasting Amanda for doing things that way. That's not what we do here. That's not what I set up to.
Right.
As much of contradiction as it gets into, it's like he's so much like, we don't kill people, we don't do this, and stuff like that. So it's like, now we set up an exact scenario where like 10, 11 people are all going to die in this entire goddamn long game he's got going on here. He doesn't have any problem with this.
No.
As much as he tries to rationalize the whole thing of like, oh, well, I put it in other people's hands, they kill themselves or something like that because they don't do what's necessary to get out of the trap.
But that's not the case here.
This case here, he's literally telling him, you're only going to be able to spare like 2 people. Everyone else is going to die. They're all going to get shot. It's just based on what he chooses to do.
And if you decide to do nothing, they're all going to die.
Right.
I don't know how, but whatever. And how does the machine know?
Right. When it's landed on a certain person.
Why can't he shoot in between people? You know what I mean? Why can't he push the button while it's still going around and it doesn't kill anybody?
Yeah.
That's what I would try.
Yeah.
I'd try to shoot between. The guy's screaming.
Fuck.
That would hurt so bad. Yeah, that guy needs to go. He's the Bill Paxton of this film.
What, the sweater guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, good. It's not a good look. He ain't got no good look either, man.
Oh no, we're good.
He looks like Matt Damon's kid brother or something.
Yeah.
He's not working.
Yeah, Pat Damon.
Oh, she's pregnant now.
Oh,
so.
God damn it.
Oh, there's...
Wait, she was pregnant?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
She
that's
just said
two
that.
down.
She
Two
just
down.
said that.
Of course, it shot her right in the baby.
Carl Winslow's loaded. I didn't know he came into a fortune.
Well, no, I mean, he was just a what was Carl Winslow's job?
He's a cop.
He was a cop. That's right.
Oh, Chicago cop.
That's right.
Must be a big pension.
And his wife worked at the building.
Yeah, Belky and Casolari.
Right.
Elevator operator until they wrote her off because the way they wrote her off was like, okay, they just upgraded the elevator. We don't need someone to operate it now.
Right, that makes sense.
Goddamn automation.
How is that sweater guy still alive?
It's going on way too long.
And without direction.
Right, it's the same thing over and over again. These aren't characters. They're just bodies. We don't have any... There's not even any kind of connection between him and them. They're just in the office. We saw them for like 10 seconds early in the film.
Well, they are the most trusted employees and the ones who find the problems in the policies.
Yeah, well, still, it's like there's not personal connections built.
Not from me. No, I don't know anything
for us
about...
to have any...
Well, that's...
Any way to discern one from another, why one is more important than someone else to him.
All of them screaming at each other right now is supposed to do that.
That's no good. That doesn't get... It's too late in the game for that.
Right.
You got to do that at the beginning of the film.
One claimed they were pregnant, one said he's a liar, one said he was a kiss ass. I mean, it was...
Right. They're all just...
It's all hearsay.
Shit at each other.
Goodbye. That's not a bad line.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like John Cena, too.
I thought so, too, earlier. I wasn't going to say it, though.
He's got to live with those lines on his face. Some people in 2009 would have paid big money to see John Cena get it in a Saw film.
You can absolutely 100% count me among them. I was definitely
backlash against them.
Anti-Cena person.
Oh, now we're going back to Pendulum Guy, I think.
Okay.
For
right, because
reasons.
They're going to have to... They're doing some sort of digital forensics.
Yeah.
One more thing to make him nervous that maybe they're going to catch him.
Yeah. I think you'd be better at covering up the evidence, you know? Why would you leave your own voice recording at the scene? Why don't you just get rid of it?
You're not anxious about anything.
Mm-hmm. She got a Casio keyboard or something.
Well,
like that.
yeah, I mean...
Is this a... Cutting beats in the middle?
It might be.
After hours?
She might be. You don't know her. You don't know her life.
I don't know anyone in this movie.
That's a good point. That's a good point. This gal could be an international recording artist.
Mm.
Oh, I remember what happens now.
Right, right.
Just poured himself a cup of coffee, though. I appreciate that. There's just so much that nobody. They're writing dialogue.
I don't even know what any of this means.
They're writing dialogue to just
fill up moments in the film.
Yes, and let's just connect dots.
There we go.
Oh, I like it. Oh, the hot coffee in the eye. Hot coffee in the eye, that would hurt like a son of a bitch.
Yeah, just keep shooting her. That'll help you.
You idiot. Thought you were a good cop. Oh, yeah, stabby,
Just...
stabby.
Yeah.
Nobody, they just figured it out while you were in the room. You really jammed it home there, didn't you? And you get even a little twist.
Lemon twist.
No, yeah, there you go. Because the French know what's up.
Yeah.
Fuck you, you're not French.
He is gushing with the blood.
I think he needs a Band-Aid. What the fuck? Oh, the hand. All right, got it. Not a bad move.
Yeah.
But again, didn't this just happen?
I don't think it would be that tough to get it out of there.
Rigor mortis, you see.
He just died. He probably went in there just 5 seconds after he died.
And then he had time to do this afterward.
All right.
There is absolutely no justifying this timeline. I still don't know exactly how does he plan on explaining away the fact that Strom is dead. Because clearly at some point they're going to find him.
Haven't found him yet.
Oh, you got the gasoline in my wound.
Needs to be the Saw International or something like that. Italian Saw.
I would love to hear some of the other, like, dubbing. That would be amazing.
She's just walking in here out of nowhere.
He is kind of everywhere, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, like, not to bring it back to Jason Takes Manhattan, but he was kind of teleporting all over the place. And she's here.
For reasons I don't know. She's just here.
The location where John died is that same warehouse with the guy from 3
And fucking Wahlberg.
Everything. Like, they're all the same place.
As far as we know, there's been no differentiation.
And it's all the meat plant or whatever, right?
It all looks like the same fucking joint.
Because, again, it's probably the same one big room. They just moved the furniture around and shot it from another angle. And the planning and the staging.
Mm-hmm.
I would buy if it was like, a year between, like, oh, he strikes again.
Right.
And there's been this big elaborate setup.
Right.
And it took a year to plan it and build it and execute it.
The last, like, 3 films or whatnot have gone over the course of, like, a month.
Not even.
At best.
Not even. 3 and 4.
Maybe 2 weeks.
Happened simultaneously.
Yeah.
5 happened immediately afterward.
Mm-hmm.
This one happened immediately after that.
Yeah.
At least as far as I can tell.
Kramer just died like 3-4 days ago or something.
That's what I'm thinking. Even though there's already a book written about him in 2. 3, I forget. Maybe it was 3. Oh, do you? Sorry it took long to register. We're not actually on a different timestamp. I'm so dumbfounded that it took me a minute to react. There's so many little things here that are impossible to keep up with.
Okay. So he wrote a letter to leave for Amanda. Then somehow gets in the hands of the reporter, then gets to the ex-wife, that gets back to Hoffman. I don't... There's
Cecil,
a break in the chain there.
Cecil, who killed the baby, was with her.
Was a junkie with her.
She was a junkie at the time?
Yeah, I guess so. She looks like she's looking for a fix.
Is that what led him to putting the trap on her in the first one? I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense, right?
I guess. But then it's like, okay, I don't know. It's so confusing.
And now she heel turns on him? I thought they were in cahoots. Where's the cahoots?
Again, she's got... There's nothing for her character at all. She just shows up in scenes.
I'd like to argue that he doesn't have a character either.
No, he doesn't really have much.
You made it. You made it. I did forget that the reporter was actually his...
Yeah, wife.
This is unnecessary.
Oh. Sister.
Oh.
Are you really standing up your sister for work? So that's his sister then?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't mind that particular plot twist.
Mm-hmm.
But again, had this been done in a drama form,
Right.
even the same kind of generic scenario where there's revenge taken out on the insurance guy,
Yeah.
and make it more of a noir,
Yeah.
thrilling drama.
Yeah.
I still has more chance of getting the message across.
Right.
Blah, 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 blah. It's exhausting.
Yeah.
At this point. It's exhausting.
It's way too monologue-y.
Oh, monologue-y. It is. It is that.
Yeah.
No way. Oh my God. Exhausting.
Yeah.
I need a drink. Spoiler alert, that's not something I usually do.
Yeah.
And that is the head trap, okay?
That's a new version of it, yeah.
Right. Oh, I remember what happens here. It's funny how you repress the memory.
Right.
I don't know if it's really the responsibility of that guy as the insurance provider. I don't know if I really buy into the whole idea that he is the killer. You know what I mean? He didn't kill the dad. Right. He didn't give him cancer. He didn't... You can't be denied medical cover or medical care. Just because you can't pay for it doesn't mean you can't get it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Sorry not to turn into that debate.
Yeah, I don't want to get too much into it.
But...
There are certain other semantics in this equation, yes.
Didn't we already establish that lever doesn't do anything?
Hasn't done anything yet.
He can.
Yeah.
Ow.
Oh.
Ow. That would hurt a little bit. That's what happened to Jason in part 5, right? Only falling down, not standing up.
Roy Burns. Fake Jason.
Well, sure, but you know what I mean.
Right.
Jason's dead. Roy Burns. Everyone's just yelling. There's all sorts of editing again.
Right, it's all...
This is supposed to be that crescendo music, I think, that happens at the end of every movie. Ow. And again, let's have a recap montage at the end to talk about to show you all the stuff that you already saw in the last 80 minutes.
Yeah.
That is pretty fun, though.
Yeah.
The needles and melting him from the inside out.
Right.
I like it.
Yeah.
Again, though, I like it as a visual moment, not as a story element.
Right.
Because there's no story. I mean, there is, but there isn't.
Not.
Oh, that's awesome. The schnitzel coming out the other end. I do think this is pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
Although, again, what are we looking at?
Yeah, there's too much going on.
Holy cow,
man.
shit.
Way too much.
You don't even have a second to register.
The process.
Process, yeah.
Just random shit.
Isn't that so clever that he stuck it between the bars?
Stops the thing from ripping him to pieces, yeah. Still gets scarred up, though.
Yeah, but
yeah.
scarred and alive is...
Oh. No, everyone slams the door.
Everyone slams the door. That's if it's Saw. It's not if it's Halloween, it's got to be Saw. If it's Saw, it's got to be slamming doors and montages and shit that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Produced by Greg Hoffman.
Oh, well. Well,
it's a little, like you said, it's exhaustive. And I don't know, it feels kind of like sequel for sequel's sake. As you
100%.
get into, it's like they just found another element of the creation of Kramer into Jigsaw and just find a way to exploit another avenue of some kind of personal connection to a game somewhere and just exploit it for the entire film.
I'm actually almost speechless. And I know it gets worse.
It's going to get worse. Having watched it, I know it's worse.
Yeah,
Whew.
At this point, it's become...
I don't even know where else I can't even imagine where else you go from this point forward and even have a story.
Right. Because, nothing has happened in this one that logically says to your brain, well, because of that, this is going to happen now.
Right. Aside from Hoffman going after the ex-wife or something, it's like there's nothing that's not much of a story that I can see.
Well, that's pretty much
ain't
it.
Got no fucking character.
That's pretty much what we got.
Yeah.
And if you're, up to speed, you can watch Part 7 in 3D. I believe it was a 3D film. Because in 2010, if you remember, every single film that came out was also in 3D. Almost every single one. If it was animated, 100% of them were in 3D. If it was horror, 90% were in 3D.
It was an action film, every fucking thing.
Yeah. Oh my God. No Tony Caesar in the stunts, unfortunately.
I think it's better off.
Clearly, at this point,
he's better off.
He's probably not. Elizabeth Tremblay, the script supervisor. I wonder if that's little Jacob Tremblay's mom. I know that she's
Get them far away from this shit.
I hope not, for his sake and hers. That guy's nickname is Muckwa. I don't know why.
Muckwa.
There's a Chewie and a Coop.
Coop.
I mean, that's fine. Coop is Coop. Whatever. Some of the nicknames usually kill me.
Shubha Das Gupta.
Oh, well, yeah, of course.
There you go.
Got the Hilt brothers on transportation. Let's see. Any other good... This is always a fun game, right?
Michael Tutti.
It's probably Tutty.
Tutty.
Probably. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I just... Oof.
There's not a whole lot more.
Can anybody give us some... Can anybody give us some redeeming qualities? What is your favorite part of this movie? And why?
There's the colorist. We get to blame him.
Oh God.
Fucking...
Chris Wallace. Not that guy on Fox News, Chris Wallace.
Yeah.
More Than a Sin. One song on the soundtrack, by the way. Okay. I will say I do kind of like Jigsaw, but we really got to get through this.
The knee-deep muck.
A 7, if I recall, is almost unwatchable. This one is borderline unwatchable.
Yeah.
And, you know, the merry-go-round is fine.
It just goes on too long.
But it goes on too long, it's edited wrong, and there's no point. The message is lost. The message is mixed. Right. Everything is up in the air. It's a barf bag of ideas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just puke it all up into a fucking screenplay.
Yeah, and let's shoot it. And we have a little post-ending. Yeah. I didn't realize this was on here. I forgot.
This. Yeah.
Is there a word for this?
Just a post-credit scene.
Post-credit scene? Okay. A PCS, as it were? Remember?
Why that comes into anything, I have no clue.
This is the little girl that was
right,
the...
I know,
okay,
I understand that, but what that line of dialogue leads to, I have no fucking clue whatsoever.
Well, the one who saves her was Hoffman.
Right, but why do we need to see a scene where she warns him not to trust him after she's saved? We haven't seen fucking a hair of her in the entire goddamn franchise.
No, we have no idea why is she in a holding cell.
That doesn't go to anything.
God damn it.
Fuck. For fuck's sake.
I'm exhausted. I need a nap. I'm going home.
Naps are good.
See you next time.
Bye. Thank you for listening.